Hey, this is Jennifer, the First Instinct Tarot, and I'm coming to you with a reading for Aquarius. Shout out to Michelle, who I've been trying to do her cards for days, and we've been able to catch up with each other. So here's your Aquarius reading, Michelle. I'm going to tag you in it. This is a general collective reading, so it can't resonate for everybody, not all Aquariuses, because everybody has different placements in their birth charts. But I went ahead and prayed upon, shuffled, and dealt the cards just to save a little time. And in the heart of the matter, we've got the High Priestess. So, Aquarius, in the heart of the matter, you've got wisdom and balance. Okay? And the High Priestess is exactly, she's made her arcana, she's exactly what she says. She's very, very wise. She's very, see the moon and the water? Her dress turns into water as it goes down. The B and J, blind justice. It's got a lot to do with balance. So you are closer to being in balance than you've ever been, in line with your higher self. And you've acquired a lot of wisdom, maybe here just recently. That's in the heart of the matter, okay? That's the center of your reading. And then in your challenge position, we've got the moon. Okay? This is a very behind the scenes card. This is something hidden, something going on behind your back, something you don't know about. It is a card, a reminder to listen to your intuition, to pay attention to your dreams, your subconscious. But there's something going on that you're not aware of. Something in the background, something that's, something hidden. Somebody's deceiving you in some sort of way. In your recent past, you've been the Knight of Pentacles. You, when it's acquiring this wisdom, have decided to slow down and take a more methodical, planned approach to things. You can't just rush in somewhere, guns a-blazing. You have to stand back, look at the weak spots in the line, choose where you're going to go through, be the safest. I mean, it's just a whole different way, a lot slower, wiser, more mature. Approach on things. There was a little bit of a confirmation though. Did you see the candle just blaze up all of a sudden? It's not completely went back down yet. Okay? So you definitely were taking a more methodical approach here in the recent past, alright? So then in your crown, we've got Five of Swords. The Five of Swords it's got a lot to do with anxiety and selfishness, conflict. It's kind of like that run away and live to fight another day saying. You see these two guys that are walking away in the card, and the one guy's got all the swords, looking cocky, and that one guy looks like he's crying, and they're very defeated. Some's on the ground, the others here he's holding, and the little saying under it is, sometimes the victory is not worth the price. So on your mind, you're evidently debating something that you're trying to decide as to whether or not the conflict, the argument is going on is worth it. It's like there's a fear of failure that comes with this card too. And being as that it's in your crown, I would think that that's probably got a lot to do with it. Everybody's got a fear of failure, I think. But there's some certain thing that you, in your life right now, that you've been studying on that has, kind of you up in the air with, well, if we do it and it doesn't work, then what? Okay? Again, you are still trying to take this methodical approach, and you've got all this new acquired wisdom and balance, but there is still something hidden that you're not sure, you don't know about. It's some type of deception. In your base, the reason for the reading, you've got the Death card, which is not a bad card. This is death to the old, beginning of the new. This is just a snake shedding its skin. It's stepping into new cycles and a new awakening in your life, seeing things from a different perspective. It's death to the old, beginning of the new. It's little saying under it says growth always means leaving something behind. And so in the base of your ring, what we've got is a card that represents you going into a whole new cycle of your life, and a whole new doorway, however you want to look at it. And there are things that in your next cycle that you can't bring from this cycle. Okay, like habits, people. It can be anything. A job. It can be anything that the universe doesn't see is that you will be needing in the next one, and you have to leave it behind. And if you don't figure out what that is, which you usually already know what it is, if you don't figure out what that is and leave it behind, then it can keep that doorway from opening into the next cycle, and keep the doorway from this cycle, because it can keep you stuck. Okay? But in your near future, you've got the Eight of Swords reversed. I don't always read reversals. I thought I should read the reversals on this one. It says the freedom to choose, okay? Self-created boundaries, new perspectives, and external limitations, okay? The Eight of Swords on the right side, when it's right side up, she's bound and blindfolded and in a circle of a prison of swords. This is a air sign card. This is a overthinking card all the way. I'm an air sign myself, and yes, we are very bad for that. But it's a prison of her own make, okay? She's bound and blindfolded and surrounded by swords, but there's a big castle on the hill behind her, and the swords are not even nowhere near close enough in front to keep her from being able to just pull the blindfold down and walk out. It's a prison of her own make, a prison in her mind. She's overthinking constantly, okay? Something you're giving a lot of worry and time to, okay? In your U placement, this new, slower approach and newfound wisdom, this growth that you're going through has made your energy is presenting as the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, the King of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Continue to solve issues in practical ways. Okay, this can be as a person or a energy. It is a masculine representation of the earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Those signs are really good with money, really hard workers. They're very solid. They're very good parents usually. This is a very solid, stable energy, and your finances should be and will be improving in the representation of this card. So the things that you've acquired, the new knowledge, the slower approach, the victories and new beginnings, the freedom to choose, directly in front of you, I'd lay that book down wrong. It's all resulted in this masculine. We all have masculine and feminine, and I've said this a million times, energies in us. And the ideal is to bring the union of the two together and have just enough of both. But you're mastering the masculine. It doesn't mean that you don't have to be a guy. You can be a girl. Okay? But you're a lot more solid, dependable, and sturdy, a lot more financially capable. All these things are in your energy now that are fairly new. Okay? And you're out in your, external influences, which the people around you, your environment. You've got the Three of Pentacles, which is building something. And not just building something. This is building something to where you have the plumber and the electrician and the actual construction worker, the anybody and everybody that's going to be with the guys that pour the concrete, the guys that lay the block. Everybody is on the same page. These are skilled and mastered workers who come together and kind of compile each other's knowledge and make sure that everybody knows what everybody else is doing, so it goes efficiently. All right. So not only are you building something, but you're building something efficiently. It's what's going on in your environment, what you're trying to do. And this is more than one person. Usually it's, more than one person coming together to build this, to compile on what they want and talk about which way to go about it. Okay? And your hopes and fears, we've got the Four of Cups. Okay? So your heart's closed off. Alright? Spirit's probably trying to show you signs, this, that, and the other. When your heart's closed off, which of your chakras, your heart chakra is where Spirit gives you your answers. It's where you get your feelings and the energy you feel, and the intuition, the twinges, the knowings. And the Four of Cups has been said with this card that when you're in this energy, when you're in this mindset, see how the cloud, it's the only other spirit hand we have in the whole tarot, because they got 3 cups in front of them, and they don't look satisfied with any of those. And the spirit's trying to hand them another full cup. And they've just got their own arms folded, their energy closed off, and they're just like, refusing a gift from above. And it said that if you were to have your soulmate, your one true twin flame, whatever you want to call it, come right up to you and talk to you and try to, strike up a conversation or anything like that, you'd be so closed off you wouldn't even recognize it. So you've got to work on opening up your heart. Meditation really helps with that. People kept telling me to meditate, and I was like, I can't. My mind won't shut down long enough, and that's true. It's still a battle. But once you manage to successfully meditate, things come to you easier. The energies, you understand and feel them, and you can differentiate between what's your energy and what other people are putting off. Okay? Your outcome is a card of perseverance. And the little thing underneath it is, there may be challenges ahead, but you can face them. Okay, I've always said this, is you've faced the challenges behind you, and you will be facing challenges in front of you. But you will prevail. You will battle on. You will not give up. Also can represent competition. It can represent, challenges between 2 different teams and things like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sports team or a business venture, or it can be a relationship. It can be just trying to make a point. You're trying to get somebody else to see your perspective. You've fought, many battles with it, and you may fight many more, but you will prevail. Okay? So I see you with acquiring a lot of wisdom, taking a methodical and a different approach to things. It's working out for you. You're trying to build something. Your energy's improving. Your finances are improving. But you need to work on opening up that heart chakra and not being closed off to a soulmate or whoever, anybody that was to, you're trying to bring something good to your life, you wouldn't even be able to feel or know or see or understand or appreciate it. And if you can work on opening up that heart chakra, then persevering will be even that much easier. Well, it may not have been easy to start with, but it will be slightly easier to make your headway through any kind of challenges you come upon. All right. I asked for some advice cards, and they gave me 3. And I got the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, and the Emperor. You've got a lot of major arcana, okay, Aquarius? But the Hierophant is reversed, and this is usually the card of tradition, the card of it's education, it's doing things the right way, divine wisdom, tradition, things like that. So when she's reversed, it's a very unorthodox, vulnerable approach, okay? But this seems to be working for you because it's giving you the Ace of Swords, which is logic and clarity. It's giving you this brand